Hey everybody, I've got something new for you today. As many of you know, I went on a trip, and one of those stops I made at the Serpent Mound. And if you guys haven't seen this place, you've got to check it out. If you're ever in the Ohio area, make sure you come by. So let's go ahead and talk about the Serpent Mound, give you a little bit of details about it. Check out some of this drone video that I did while I was out there. Now let's get to some of the details here. For those who don't know, the Serpent Mound is 1,348 feet long. It's 3-foot high prehistoric effigy mound on a plateau of the Serpent Mound crater, and it's along the Ohio Brush Creek in Adams County, Ohio. Researchers now have attributed construction of the mound to about 3 different prehistoric indigenous cultures. Now, it was originally thought to be the Adena in origin. 1996 carbon dating study led by scholars to believe the mound was built by members of the Fort Ancient culture around 1070 AD. And the most recent dating places the mound at around 300 BC. Yes, 300 BC. Once again, suggesting the Adena construction. Now, Serpent Mound is the largest serpent effigy in the world. Including all 3 parts, the Serpent Mound extends about 1,376 feet and varies in height from less than a foot to more than 3 foot. The serpent winds back and forth for more than 800 feet and 7 coils and ends in a triple coiled tail. The serpent head has an open mouth extending around the east end of a 120-foot long hollow over feature that may represent the snake eating an egg, though some scholars say that the over features symbolizes the sun, the body of a frog, or merely the remnant of a platform. Now, the dating of the design, the original construction, and the identity of the builders of the serpent effigy are 3 questions that are still debated. In addition, contemporary American Indians have an interest in the site. Recently, the dating of the site has been brought into question. While it has long been thought to be an Adena site based on slim evidence, a couple of radiocarbon dates from small excavation raise the possibility that the mound is no more than 1,000 years old. Middle Ohio Valley people, if I can speak here, folks, of the time were not known for building large earthworks. However, they did display a high regard for snakes, as shown by numerous copper serpentine pieces associated with them. Radiocarbon dating of charcoal discovered within the mound in the 1990s indicated that people worked on the mound circa 1070 AD. Scholars previously thought that the Fort Ancient culture, 1000 to 1615 AD, an Ohio Valley-based mound building society constructed Serpent Mound about 1070 AD. Now, the Fort Ancient culture was influenced by the contemporary Mississippian culture society based along the mid-Mississippi Valley with its North American center, present-day Illinois. The Mississippian culture had regional chiefdoms as far south as present-day Louisiana and Mississippi, as well as extending to western North Carolina and the north to the Great Lakes area. Now let's talk a little bit about the current theory. The so-called Fort Ancient culture has been disassociated from the Fort Ancient earthwork in Warren County, Ohio, and is not known to have built large earthworks. Indeed, it has been misnamed a culture and is now understood more as an interaction phenomenon involving multiple groups that came together in the Ohio Valley in the late Woodland period between 500 AD and 1200 AD. Fort Ancient culture is neither a fort, nor ancient, nor a culture. That's important, folks. The causes the Fort Ancient designation to be problematic because as an unreal entity, the so-called culture has no clear descendants. Now, we had an 8-member team led by an archaeologist named William Roman, and he published in the journal Archaeological Science. The team found much older charcoal samples and less damaged sections of the mound. The investigators conjecture that the mound was originally built between 381 BC and 44 BC, with a mean date of around 321 BC. They explained that the more recent charcoal found in the 1990s as likely the result of a repair effort by Indians around 1070 AD, when the mound would have already been suffering from natural degradation. Now, it's also important to point out back in the 80s, there was a finding that the oval head area of the serpent is aligned to the summer solstice sunset, and have also suggested an array of lunar alignments based on the curves in the effigy's body. The head of the serpent is aligned to the summer solstice sunset, and the coils also may point to the winter solstice sunrise and the equinox sunrise. Now, if the 1070 AD is accurate as the construction year, building the mound could theoretically have been influenced by two astronomical events: the light from the supernova that created the Crab Nebula in 1054, and the appearance of Halley's Comet in 1066. The supernova light would have been visible for 2 weeks after it first reached Earth, even during the day. Wow, that would be interesting. Now, the supernova light would have been visible, yeah, we already did that, even during the day. Halley's Comet tail has always appeared as long, straight line and does not resemble the curves of the serpent mound. Halley's Comet appears every 76 years. Numerous other supernovas may have occurred over the centuries that span the possible construction dates of the effigy. Folks, this truly is a sight to behold. If you ever get a chance, be sure to check out the Great Serpent Mound. Thanks again, folks. Have a great day. I'll see you again.